Can you begin to sum up, I guess, your feelings after that one today?
Yeah, very frustrated. I think everything we talked about pre-game, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself of where we were 7 days ago. Start of the game, we talked about being aggressive and being more of a threat and being all these things. I thought for the first 2 minutes of the game we were a lot better, and then individual errors and mistake for the goal again, give ourselves an absolute mountain to climb, give Celtic the start they want, which is a goal early, and we've been in that situation before. Then we had to tweak the shape a little bit to stay in the game because Celtic were dominating from start to finish. We became very passive again, everything that happened last week for 30 minutes. Then we get ourselves back into the game, good header from a set piece, which then probably gave us a little bit of belief, probably got back into the game against the run of play at that point. And then from then, I thought we had a little bit more belief. Up until half time, then we're a bit more aggressive, got a wee bit further forward, started to believe in ourselves a little bit more, took confidence from that, and then started second half absolutely fine, and then individual error again cost us. So it's exactly what we've tried to guard against, things with messages of constantly repeating ourselves on, but it's not good enough, and it can't be accepted.
When you have these wee moments that you say, right, well, actually, that's what I'm asking them to do, that gives you confidence, but is it a coaching thing that you can try and eradicate these mistakes? Because how do you do that? And I guess what are you trying to do? And what have you been talking about this week to try and stop that from happening?
Yeah, I think listen, we always need to try and improve the players all the time. You need to constantly give them feedback to try and reduce the amount of errors as much as possible. It's my responsibility to try and get the best out of every player.
It's like a psychological thing though, isn't it? It's like, is it just minutes of lapses of concentration, or what do you see?
Yeah, I think, it's hard. I think nobody makes a mistake on purpose. The individual side to that, I think I'm not directly at fault for it, but I'm definitely responsible because we need to make sure that we get the best out of everyone. So to eradicate that, we don't want one mistake to become 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, and that's what's happening at the moment, and we're getting punished for it. I mean, you play against Celtic especially, you definitely get punished, and that was exactly the story of the game today. And I think once it goes back to 3-1, Celtic just became a training game for them, and again we slipped back into that passive mode again, and the game was gone.
I know that's the danger, isn't it? Because they press so much and it forces errors, and then I guess you become a self-fulfilling prophecy. How do you pick them up again for Dundee then?
Listen, one thing I would say is we've got no time to feel sorry for ourselves at all. People have talked about a tough start. Yes, it is a tough start. We've made it even tougher for ourselves with the way we've started games and individual errors and mistakes that we've made within games. But I've just said that to the players there. We've got no time to feel sorry for ourselves. We've got 2 games before the international break, and we need to get points on the board as quickly as possible. Also, the players that are playing at the moment, the squad's going to be stronger. There'll be more competition for places, and it's absolutely up to everybody now coming in to make sure that they put their state name forward for a place, because at the moment it's not good enough and we need to be miles better.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.